Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another video, y'all. In today's video, we are going to have just so much fun, hopefully error-free. But if you're new here, thank you for stopping by my channel. Please consider liking the video, sharing out the video, leaving me a comment in the comment section below because I do answer every single one of them. For my returning members and subscribers, welcome back, family. Welcome back, y'all. So without further ado, let's go. Let's get into today's video. Hey, y'all. Happy Ooh, what is today? Y'all, what? Oh, it's Monday. Happy Monday, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Happy Monday. Um, I was literally lost with the day of the week. Eek. Okay. But thank you all for being here. I'm your girl T from T So Crafty. Today we are going to be sewing up a wristlet. If you saw the thumbnail, then you already kind of know what the wristlet is going to look like. I'm going to just use a wristlet that I already have made and that is laying around for right now because I cannot seem to find the pliers and the tools that you make the actual wristlet keychain with. But so real quick, I know they're listed in the description box, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. So for this project, you're gonna need fabric, whether it's vinyl, water, canvas, whatever kind of fabric or vinyl you want to use. Just make sure that your machine can handle it. Of course, you need a sewing machine. You're gonna need some pinking shears, rotary blade. You may even need a lint roller. If your fabric is kind of jacked up, you are going to need the pattern. The pattern is from my dear sweet friend Heather Mayhem, or Heather Mayhem, excuse me. The pattern is linked in the description box below as well as her channel. I have taken some notes as well, and some of the things I've already done, y'all. The reason being is because Heather's supposed to pop in to watch this live, and I don't want to keep y'all too long, and I don't want to be in here playing too long. So some of it I have already done, but I wrote my notes, so we're going to talk about it. And with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I am going to switch or add the other camera, and we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. Hopefully you guys should still be able to hear me. So let me know in the chat if you can still hear me. Okay. So if you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and sign in on my phone so that I will be able to see y'all's comments. And yeah, there's that. So let me turn my phone down because we don't want YouTube with no shenanigans for my own stuff, okay? So give me just a second to log in on my phone and go to my channel. And so remember, put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear. Please like the video as well. Can y'all hear? Can y'all still hear me? Trying to make sure y'all can hear before we get started. Anybody, somebody, let me know if y'all can still actually. Hey, Donzel, can you hear me, Donzel? Okay, y'all can hear. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Up Designs. Hey, cousin. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So when you purchase this pattern, if you decide to purchase this pattern from Heather, like I said, the link is in the description box below. Now, she has not included written instructions. However, oh, thank you, cousin. Thank you, Gazelle. She has not included written instructions, right? Thanks, Gazelle. So you will get this pattern piece that you see me holding. That this is your pattern piece. The video is up on the YouTube channel. I forgot to link the video, but I will definitely go back after the live and link um, the video so that if you can't catch it from how I'm doing it, then you can go back and watch Heather's video as well. Thank you, Heather, my sweet friend, for making such a beautiful pattern. Y'all, wristlets can be used for just about anything, right? Um, you can have wristlets that are very small. You can have wristlets that are medium size. And in our case here, this is 9 inches. So you can have a wristlet that also, I call this 9 inches, probably on the larger side. That way you can fit more things in there, okay? So I'm going to kind of try and talk you guys through what I've already done. So a while back, y'all know that we made these wristlets right here where I think this may be Making with Marilyn's pattern, and we bling these on my YouTube channel as well. So this little guy right here with the pliers, I don't know where I put it at, so that's why I'm already using one that is already made. And most of you guys already know how to make this, so we should be okay in not having to rewatch me on that part. Now, what you're going to see here is this is going to be the interior fabric, and then this fabric right here is going to be, it is vinyl, right? This is just vinyl. It's kind of nice and sturdy. I like that. Now, when it comes to the colorization or the kind of color sequence, I went with what I had, y'all. This is the season of using what you have, right? Kind of not running back and forth to the store unless you are like me, you accumulate a bunch of Michael's money. Then in that instance, by all means, use it before it expires. But use what you have laying around, especially if you don't think you're confident in your abilities to do this. But this is very beginner friendly. If I can do this, y'all can do this. Now, my cuts may not be, y'all know I can't draw a straight line, and y'all know I can't cut. So there's that. But I did the best that I could. So if you look real close right here, you will see that I have cut or snipped right in here. This is just to ensure that everything will line up, and we will get to that momentarily. So you will need 2 pieces of your exterior fabric, 2 pieces for your interior fabric. Now, you can use water soluble canvas, any of whatever you want to use, you can use, okay? And I've done that to all 4 of my panels, all 4 of them. And I've also done it to my zipper as well, but it just so happened that I kind of put it on the wrong side for the zipper. But hey, that's okay. I at least still know that it lines up, and that's cool. Now, what I'm going to show you guys also is you will need a 2x2 square, okay? And in that 2x2 square, let me see if I can, this is something that I actually need right here, but I'm going to attempt to show you guys. So just say this was our 2x2 square right here, because that's almost a 2x2 square. Y'all know the method of, in fact, it's the same way that I showed you guys how to do this when we were doing the jean type things. So you would fold it over, you could crease it, you could iron it, you would fold the other side over, make sure that it meets. And then because we have a handy dandy extra zipper right here, I can semi kind of show you. So if we had this finger press already, you're going to just put your zipper inside like so, right? And then you would sew, making sure that it's evenly pressed and all the good things, and you would go straight across here. Now, this is a nylon zipper, and that is the kind of zipper that you want to use, or either a zipper, zipper it by the yard with the tape. So this right here is just, now this is not a nylon zipper right here. It's not. So I'm going to be very careful when I start sewing this. So as you guys can see, I've already sewn mine across, and it's in there. All of our raw edges are in here, so we're good there. I kind of sewed across here, attempted to sew across here and attempted to sew across there, but that didn't quite work out. But as long as it's sewed here, you're good. Now, before you ever even get started, we're going to talk about what you should do on this zipper. Hey, up this Blue. Hey y'all. Hey now. Hey, Lifestyles and More with Miss C. Hello. Oh, Miss C don't change her name, period. Oh, okay. All right. So let's get back on track because I'm trying to stay on track here. So let's talk about what you should do with this zipper. Okay. The zipper, you need to create a 90-inch angle that you kind of see here. Now that might not be 90 degrees all the way, but as close as you can get to it, okay? So I'm going to show you what I did on this zipper. So all I kind of did was, if this was my fold, so I unzipped one side and I just kind of took it and made it go up, and when they lined up like so, but you know, it's kind of hard now because I've already done it. But these edges need to line up here, and then you're going to kind of burn it, but not burn it real, you know, like not burn, but enough to seal this together, whoops, to create this 90-degree angle right here. If you look, I've kind of burnt that out just a little bit. So then I went back and I sewed it. Now you can sew this at an angle as well. So whatever works for you, okay? Y'all already know I'll be with the shenanigans, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to now get started with the construction of our bag. I think that is all I needed to tell you guys. I'm going to try to do my very, very best on this and try and make Heather very proud, okay? So, let me, oh, sweet baby Jesus, this machine is heavy, okay? So I'm just going to do it like this, and I kind of brought it closer to me. I need to, hopefully you guys can still see. I did, and my laptop is logged into my other account. Switching back now. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Either way, sugar plum. Okay. All right. So just making sure y'all still got a good visual here. My phone is definitely behind. So hopefully you guys got a good, uh-oh, you don't. You don't. Let me bring you down some. Let me bring you down some. So hopefully, okay, now you're back to where you should be. So we have a bag tag that I've already, so this is going to be our front panel. So I have a bag tag that I've already put on here. Lord Jesus, why is this light all in my face like that? Come on here now. Don't be like that. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do is, now I have a 1/4-inch foot on here, y'all. I do. And I have some white thread in here. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going with what the thread that's already in this machine. And we're just going to kind of rock with it as is. Okay. Now, nothing. Uh-oh, that is no bookie. You gotta let, I'm gonna let this, I don't want it that far. I kind of really want it on the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to get started with sewing this bag tag on. I'm going to back stitch till I get to the end. Just a little bit there. I'm trying to keep it nice and straight and easy. This foot that's on here, baby, I don't know where they invented this foot from, but sugar. It's the truth. Now y'all see how I just pulled that stitch out right there? But we're gonna make it do what it do, okay? We're gonna make it do what it do. So you'll notice that I have my machine moving really, really slow because I don't want to, I'm trying to make this as neat as possible. So I don't want to jack it up, because as long as you do a good job, you can always you know, make a little change off of these, okay? Anything that you make, especially being handmade, you can make you a little change off of it, okay? All right. So I'm just lifting the presser foot and the needle, and then I'm just kind of turning the bag or the panel. Yeah, it's not quite a bag yet, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, right? Hopefully you all are having a very good Monday thus far. I pray that you have a blessed and productive work week. All right. And boom. Oops. So now we're just going to cut the thread there. She said, that's right. Hey, beautiful. How are you? It's still doing it. What's it doing? Oh, logged into your other account. So this is what we have. Okay. So y'all know, well, yeah, y'all should know. This is the closest to the edge I've gotten this, and then this is what it looks like on the back side. Now, nobody's gonna see these stitches, but listen, sugar, if you want to cut them stitches off, just make sure you know they're not affecting anything on the inside. So that's what we have. So we have our panel right here, and then we're going to put our zipper. Now, all I'm going to do is just kind of line this up like so right here. Now, you want to make sure it's with that middle, okay? You want to make sure that it's there and it stays there. Now, what I'm going to kind of do is, because I don't want this to move. I don't want this to move on me. And, did I get your message? I will go and see. Where did you send it to, love? Oh, you sewing too, cousin? Okay, then period, Pooh. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all got this. You could do this. Okay? On Facebook? Okay, I will definitely check it. I remember I was logged in, and then I don't know what happened. I think when you were sending a message. Now, I think you want to sew this, you don't want to sew this tab itself down. I think you want to sew from the 90-inch to about right there, right before the tab, I believe is how that goes. So, but if you feel the need and you want to sew yours down, maybe you can, but I don't think you're supposed to sew the tab, okay? All right, so I'm just going to slide this up some. And I'm going to back stitch a few stitches. All right. Now I can speed this up just a little bit. I'm not going to speed it up much. When you get those clips, make sure you remove them. And I think this bag sews up pretty quickly. It is very beginner friendly. So if you want the pattern, you can go buy it. The link is in the description box below. And yeah. So the next thing that we're going to sew on the channel is going to be a mini backpack. Okay, it's gonna be a mini backpack. Um, and we're gonna start expanding our horizons. Okay, expanding your skills. The most you've sewn is pillows and curtains. Hey, that's a start, right? That's a start. That is definitely a start. And I probably could have slid this in just a little bit more, but I did not. And hey, so now when you get to where your zipper is, you're going to want to slide that back, but still maintaining the integrity of, I can tell you right now that, okay. So we're going to raise this up just a little bit more and pull it back past where you've already sewn, okay? And we kind of got off track a little bit, so guess what I'm going to do? Because you want to make sure you're catching the edge, okay? And I'm just going to back stitch a few stitches. So just being very careful and mindful, and you want to sew right up to that 90-degree angle. All right, and we're going to back stitch, and we're going to call that good. Okay? Raise our presser foot, and you should have something that looks like this. Okay? Don't worry about it not catching right there. That'll be fine. Or at least I think it should be fine. All right, now, so we have our zipper just like this. I'm going to pull this back up, okay? And then I'm going to you want your right sides together. So this is our right side with the color. This is our wrong side. So you want these panels together. You're going to line them up with that shindig that you cut out, right? And now you're going to sew all the way across to the best of your ability, okay? Now remember, your zipper is not going to go all the way across, as it should not, because we don't want it to go all the way across. Oh, thank you. Seam ripper time. No, goodness, no. Put the seam ripper up. What you trying to rip out? So y'all, that is Heather that I was telling y'all about in the chat. So make sure y'all go and check out her channel as well. That is my sweet friend there. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna sew all the way across, okay? And remember, to the best of your ability, right? Y'all know I'm still a baby. Well, I think most of us are still babies in this sewing game over here. But we're just gonna keep going, nice and easy, okay? Just keep going. You're welcome. You are more than welcome. This is a very large, friendly community. Very, very large, friendly community. And at the end of the day, we all are trying to learn and grow and help one another. So that's what it's about. Now, y'all, you could also probably use some double-sided tape to like help you hold. Like this is about to kind of come off track, I think. Let's just walk it on there. But you could use some sewing double-sided tape, right? Making sure it's one that you can sew through, just to make sure, like, if you don't are not comfortable like trying to do a basting stitch or any of that, then you could definitely probably try and use some of that sewing tape, just double-sided tape, but just making sure that it's definitely one that you can sew through so that you don't jack up your machine. Because yeah, I want y'all to use the right stuff, because I don't want y'all to be like, well, T said, because I'm gonna also go back and tell you to play the video, making sure that it is one that you can sew with, right? So that's going to be the importance. Now, again, right here, I have sewn, this, and oh wait, baby, you're not sewing that right there. You missing the whole thing. So that's the other thing too. When you're sewing, you gotta know. You gotta know when it's not catching, when you're missing it. Okay. So I caught that fairly quickly, so I think we should be okay. We're almost to the end here. Almost to the end, and we're just gonna still try and hold and keep this even. Now keep in mind, you want to stop before that zipper stop that's on there, right before that 90-degree angle. So make sure you, because you don't want to go over that, you don't want to sew over that. So we're just going to kind of push that like so. And in fact, I might just kind of let it hang off a little bit right there, and then I can catch it in the top stitch, because this is one of those zippers that I really should not even be using. I should have used a real nylon zipper, but the nylon zipper that I had, it didn't it didn't match, so I was like, let's not use that. Now, where's my tweezers? They was, oh, they right here. Hey, Miss Smith. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing to her channel, and thank y'all for dropping her channel link. I appreciate that. Shout out to the mods. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up, because I'm not going over that whatchamacallit right there, and I'll just try and catch what we missed in the top stitch, because I'm just not willing to tilt my machine. So make sure you use the proper zipper, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, so there is that. So you'll probably see a little where it's not all the way sewn, and that's okay. I'll catch it in the end. So you should have something. Yep, see right there where it's not sewn. Oh wait, we missed this whole little section right here. So let's make sure, because that wasn't the part. So let's make sure we catch this. And then we're going to flip it over and do a top stitch. And I just want to kind of catch it to right there where it stopped at. Okay. And let's just do a back stitch just to make sure. All right. Okay. So yours should be sewn all the way across, and you should have something that looks similar to this. I'm going to pull this zipper over. Now what you're going to have to do, because you're top stitching across here, not the yellow side. You're going to stitch on the vinyl side, and just kind of roll. If you can see what I'm doing, hopefully just kind of roll this down. And what I do is I put like a little clip just to kind of help so it's not so bulky. And you can finger press, right? So right here, we're going to have to catch that and that in there. So I'm going to have to work a little harder right there. because y'all know me. We're still baby beginners over here. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yes, they do. They rock. They're very good. Like I said, this is a very, very good community. Okay, y'all. So let's pretend that I know what I'm doing here. And then you just kind of, like I said, you kind of just want to roll this over. And you may, like I said, you also may get some bulky spots, but again, just make sure you have the proper needle and using material that your machine can handle. And I think you'll be fine. And I probably could have stitched this up just a little bit higher, but I did not. So guess what? The first one came out good. And that may be because I was off camera, but we're going to see how this one turns out. And again, I'm just going to focus right here where I have my little split at. And I'm just going to keep going. And again, trying to finger press that bulkiness out. Okay, that's all you got to do. Finger press that bulkiness out. And you don't want to like pull. I'm speeding it up just a little bit, y'all, because otherwise we might be here all day. But now I'm coming up to, I probably should have actually sewed this the other way. So I'm coming up to where my zipper is. So I'm just going to unzip that. If I can get my finger under there. So just unzip it to the side where you were not sewing on. And then I'm just kind of back stitch right there, just a little here. And then we'll keep it going. Hey, Jessie. All right, we're coming close to the end, so I'm just going to do a few back stitches, and then I'm just going to let it run off the rest of the way, and we should be fine there. All right. Put them on payroll. Who we got to put on payroll? All right, so that's our top stitch, and that's our zipper. So now, I didn't quite get that all the way rolled down, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Okay, so you have the other side of your zipper, up here. So what you're going to do is you want the vinyl sides together, right? So line your vinyl side, and you're using the part that doesn't have anything on it. So you just want to line it up. Remember, still, the zipper is not going to go end to end because that's not what we want. So let's flip it over, line it up with our split. And what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that same. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I got to make sure it's close to me right here so I can see what I'm doing. So you're making a sandwich, so to speak. You're making a sandwich, so to speak, a fabric sandwich. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. Hold on, y'all. Trying to just keep everything lined up to the best of my ability. Hoping that it does not move, because I'm not gonna put a basting stitch on this side. So we just kind of praying our way through this, okay? That's what we're doing. We're praying our way through this. But like I said, the first one came out pretty daggone good. That's the one you see on the on the thumbnail. And you're going to have to watch that zipper. So when you feel that you're coming up on your zipper so that you don't tear up your machine, you got to make sure that you remember to move your zipper out the way, because that could end very, very bad. Very, very bad. And I definitely don't want to tear up this baby. It works like a charm. Hey, Miss Queen. Hey, boo. All right. So if you guys are just joining the party, we are doing a pattern by Heather Mayhem. She is in the chat. Please go check out her channel. Smash that subscribe button over there. Show her some support. Also, this pattern is hers that we're sewing up today for this wristlet, and the pattern is linked in the description box below. Okay, yeah. So where this is probably going to be a little uneven, but when you do this, you should have, so it'll look like this. So your two vinyl pieces will be together, and then these two fabric pieces will be together. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, and I saved this piece right here. This is what we call a zipper by the yard, or zipper tape. So you could actually cut this down to the correct size zipper that you need. Also, that will be told to you in the pattern as well. So yeah, y'all. Jesse, how y'all doing today? All right, so here we go. We're just going to continue what we started, and hopefully, y'all, hopefully I can get this right. But guess what? Y'all already know. If it does not come out right, what we do, I'm gonna show y'all the shenanigans anyway, because that's just what we do. Okay, I'm gonna back stitch, and I can tell you that I'm already at my zipper, so I'm just going to wait a minute. I'm gonna make a okay. No, that's right. I just gotta grab the zipper, y'all, and pull it down some out of the way. So this is also the importance of why you should use the right zipper. Don't be like me. Okay, don't be like me. Use the right zipper, and go on about your life. Okay, so, and we still have to watch crossing over this piece right there. So I'll stop right as I get up on it, and then we're just going to lift our crescent foot and our needle, and I'm just going to kind of go over that little hump right there with that what do we call it, that zipper tape stopper. And let me see, nope, I think my needle, yep, my needle is gonna hit it. And this is what you have to check, because when you're using the wrong zipper, I promise you'll know about it. So at all costs, if you can avoid it. Just use a nylon zipper. Okay, use a nylon zipper. And why does it feel like my zipper is trying to move? Because it is. All right. I'm gonna bring this in just a little bit further, y'all. And you want your lines to be straight, but y'all already know I can't cut straight, can't sew straight, can't. I just can't. Okay, just can't. So there's that. All right, I'm at a clip, so I'm going to remove that clip. I just kind of help guide your fabric. But this walking foot is a very good resource to have. It helps you keep pretty good straight lines, but me, I got a bad habit just like of turning it, just like when I'm in the truck. My wheel can be straight, y'all. The wheel can be straight, but you better believe T has got to turn that wheel. Like, I don't know, I think I do the fabric like that as well. That's not a good skill to start. So if you can guide your fabric and kind of help keep it straight, then do that by all means, because yeah, otherwise you'll be like me. Your lines are not going to be straight, and it won't matter that you got a walking foot or any other kind of foot on it at that point, because you're just guiding it wrong. You're just guiding it wrong at that point. All right, y'all. So hopefully y'all are with me, and like I said, if you buy this pattern from Heather and you can't seem to follow how I'm doing it, I forgot to list the video, but I did link the pattern. So I will link the video to it as well in the description box. So, because you guys probably are better off going to watch Heather. You're probably better off going to watch her. Because y'all already know. Your girl cannot, what? Y'all already know. Can't sew. All right, so this is what we have. We have our 2 panels that should be on one side, and then your 2 fabric panels should be on the other side. So what you're going to do, and hopefully y'all can see this, is match up these seams. So in my opinion, before you do anything else, you want to make sure that these seams are matched. Now, I'm going to turn mine and do it on both ends to making sure that our seams are lined up. Generally speaking, on anything, like even when we're doing quilts and everything else, if we line those up, you can pretty much try and keep your stuff straight. However, if you can't cut straight like me, right, then that's okay. We will use pinking shears to straighten off that extra. You just want to kind of, follow as much as you can in trying to keep it straight. All I'm doing now, y'all, is I'm just kind of putting some clips all the way around to help hold this together. Now, you have to leave a pretty, I'm not going to say you have to leave a pretty good gap, right? So that you'll have the room to turn this, because the stuff that we're turning, in my case, I'm using vinyl. So this vinyl is like very, very thick. So now I didn't like clip this clip for clip for clip, but you get the point, right? So this space right here that I have left open, I'm going to leave that pretty large space because this is, again, thick, right? And we need to be able to get in there to turn it. So I'm going to start at my seam. Now, sometimes this little tank foot here, or whatever you call this foot, sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. All right, so I'm just going to drop my presser foot. I'm going to use this little button right here on my machine that is a laser, and it's supposed to drop it center. Now, does that mean I put the fabric in there center? Not really, but hey. Now, because that vinyl is so thick right there, I'm going to do a couple of back stitches over it, just to ensure that we have pretty good coverage right there in keeping this thing closed. So, yep. So hopefully so far I'm making Heather proud. Hopefully I'm not butchering her pattern. Hopefully. Um, but yes, y'all, and I do appreciate y'all going to show her some support. I do appreciate that. And those of y'all that have channels, moderators, drop y'all's channels in the chat also, so that if somebody else is not connected to you, and maybe Heather come over there and smash that subscribe button on y'all channel as well. And yeah, y'all. So I'm just right here what I'm kind of doing. Well, not kind of doing. As you can see, the machine is kind of guiding itself. So I'm just going to follow what the machine is doing. But I can tell you right now that it's not catching where it should, because the fabric is not all the way even. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of push it back over so that we can catch where we need to catch, because if I can help it, I don't want to have to cut off a whole heap of fabric, right? Because then in that case, it'll almost be like you're wasting the fabric. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we can come down some. So let's raise that. Let's kind of try and go down. Let's kind of try and go down. All right, and then I'm just going to back stitch because we're getting ready to come up to where I left that opening at. So I'm just going to back stitch a few stitches there. Then I'm going to raise the needle and my presser foot, and I'm just going to slide it all the way down to about right here, and then we will continue our journey. We'll continue our journey on. And then I'll back stitch just a few stitches. Hey Tiffany, hey Melissa, how are you? Oh, thank you, Heather. Heather said I'm making her proud so far. All right, y'all. So and we're coming around to that corner. So in my corners, like going around, I do kind of back stitch. Not kind of. How can you kind of back stitch? I back stitch, especially in something like this, because you want your you want it to last, especially if you're going to give it away to somebody, you're going to sell it or what have you. You want to make sure that it is going to last a good while, right? And you want it to last a good while. So we're coming back around to our vinyl again. And y'all, I really could have took this closer to the edge, but y'all already know. So my problem with this is right now I have the 1/4 inch foot on here. So that's part of the problem. Heather will teach you in her video to do about 3/8, and then you're going to come back around to maybe a 1/4 inch. But this is a 1/4 inch foot that I have on here, so we're just running with that. It did work out fine for the other bag, so I'm praying that it will, continue to work for this one. Now again, we're where that bulkiness is, so we're going to back stitch over this a couple times. Okay. All right. So just back stitching. And we're going to keep this train rolling. So you do have what we call pinking shears. So your pinking shears can kind of help you. I did speed the machine up a little bit, y'all. Your pinking shears can help you cut off all of the excess. The only thing is, with your pinking shears, you have got to be careful. Or even if you were to use, just regular scissors, you got to be careful so that you don't cut into your stitches, because once you start cutting into your stitches, yikesy daisy, you're going to run into some very much unwanted problems. And I have definitely cut into many stitches, and I promise you, it is not fun. Okay? It's not fun. Oh, I asked which one. Oh, you're talking to Melissa, which one she had? Blues in the Bushes. Yup, Blue going live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And guess who's gonna be there front and center? Me, like, oh goodness. Y'all, them shenanigans are definitely coming back. We got off track with them shenanigans because I was on the road. Then Blue had a little situation come up, and now that things are kind of getting back on track, hopefully them shenanigans will air or be able to air at least twice a week, if not more, right? If not more. But we're going to definitely, we were talking about it today, going to get some things to gather for them shenanigans. And yeah. So if y'all got a sewing machine, pull your sewing machine out. Find something to do, something to sew, so that you can teach, be able to learn a new skill, right? You can teach children this skill, even if you don't use it, like every day for yourself. You can at least pass them on a life skill that they could use. So sewing is definitely a skill that can be used. All right, y'all. So we are almost back to where we started from. We have our opening, and we're going to get ready to shape up. Shape this up, cut all this excess off before we turn the bag. All right. So when there was back stitching and all of the things. All right. So this is our opening right here. I'm just going to cut these stitches right here for this thread. Okay. So as you can see, I left a really large hole. Okay. Now, I would not, and as you can see, we kind of missed all that, so we will definitely catch that into the whatchamacallit. Now, if you look around here, I have all of this excess, and we missed right here. So we're going to need to make sure that we catch that before trying to turn our bag. So I would just back stitch. I'm gonna back stitch for a good little second, because I want to make sure that I caught everything. So all of this right here, we need to catch all of that now. Sometimes running your machine really slow can be a blessing and a curse as well. So keep that in mind as well. So I'm just back stitching again. I'm gonna slow it back down, and I'm gonna make sure on this curve that I kind of back stitch some more right there, just to be sure that we have it all. Okay. And I'm going to do that a number of times. All right. So I think now we should be good. Raise that up. And look at that. We still, oh, you know what? It's because I didn't take it in further enough. I think that should be further enough right there. That should seal the deal right here. That should definitely seal the deal. So this is what happens when you can't cut straight. Okay. I trace this thing with a chalk marker. I put weights on it so that it wouldn't move. But honey, as we can see, that didn't help as much. But y'all already know I can't cut straight. So straight. Y'all been rocking with your girl, so y'all already know. Okay, so now we're good there. Now, what we're going to do is all of this excess, let's make sure, okay, yeah, that's excess, that's so I'm just going to kind of go around here and I'm going to miss my stitches or try to miss my stitches. And I'm just using some pinking shears, y'all. That's all I'm using. And we're just going to kind of go around. Now, you can use regular scissors, but this will probably help you out a lot more than, oh, actually, I might have to use some regular scissors right here, y'all. And I'm still avoiding my stitches. Hopefully y'all can see this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is right here is I'm going to okay. So that's how it looks right here. And I think we're pretty good. Now here, you're going to repeat the same process, but don't start where you have your opening at. Just kind of go around it. Hopefully this is a good angle where you guys can see what I'm doing. Could you use pinking shears right here? I'm sure you could, but I'm just not going to be that bold and try it. Now I am going to go around this little curve a little bit, but staying away from those stitches. I can cut off a little bit right here where my opening is. I don't suggest it, but I gotta be, if it say go right, I'm gonna go left. Okay. That's how we're gonna do that. All right. So here's what we have. So I'm not clip on floor. So we have our opening on our bag, and we're just going to, oops, girl, I'm opening it up way more than we need. Okay, that's okay. So now what you're gonna have to do though is you gotta find your zipper and pull it open some more. Okay. You want to be able to get in there really, really, really easy. And again, I'm trying to put my, whoops, y'all, I missed my whole zipper right here on this side. Oh boy. Okay, so the zipper came down. So, but we're going to carry on because I'll go back later and, oh my goodness, if I can get it. Girl. Okay. Honey. We almost got it all the way open, but I gotta get it a little further than that. So I think, hold on, y'all. I might just, I don't know if this is going to work, but, oh, y'all know what I forgot to do? Haha, I know why that came. I forgot to top stitch that side. Haha, don't forget to top stitch your other side, okay? I forgot to top stitch that side, so that's why that side came loose. But guess what? We're going to keep rolling, okay? We're going to keep rolling. So we're going to, I got my hand in here. We're going to turn this, but when you're pulling this through, just be careful. Okay. So as you can see right here, I didn't top stitch that side. I top stitched the other side and forgot about this side. So don't forget a step. Okay. Soon as I saw it or thought about it, I knew exactly what it was. So I may just hand sew that part on the inside. And all I'm doing is I'm just using my fingers, right? You can use those little pressing things. I have one somewhere, but I don't want to use that because I'm heavy-handed. And y'all, y'all, I want to also let y'all know. Okay, so I saw on somebody's channel, somebody said something about a bunch of commercials are now coming up. So let's talk about those commercials really quick that you guys are seeing. YouTube put out in your content creator feed. Yeah, see, I did not top stitch that right there, y'all. I did. So don't forget to top stitch yours. All right, but anywho, I'm just going to push this, keep on pushing and poking everything out, and we're going about our business because I'm not going to hold y'all up, but I will go back and top stitch that by hand. But anywho, so YouTube, and I caught this, see right here where I didn't roll this down further enough. So that's another thing. Make sure you roll it down further enough so that your but our zipper is functional. So this is what we're looking like so far. Now we got to go back and we got to close up, and I'll just unstitch this part because I am going to go back and fix that part that needs to be top stitched. So because I'm going to show y'all in its entirety how you do this. So you have something that looks like this. Now because I left a super large gap, let me see here. So you're just going to kind of roll this like so. And it doesn't need to be a super large rolling of the fabric, and just make sure that they meet together. Okay, that they meet together. I know I probably got my hand all in the way, but I'm trying to make sure y'all can see. And then you kind of want to keep those seams together if you can, right? So something like this, you're going to do it as best as you can, right? So all I'm going to do is just kind of clip it when I get it like I want it. And like I said, I will unstitch this part because I'm going to go back and top stitch that other side. But I just want to not hold everybody up because time is valuable. Okay, so you're back here and you have something similar to this. And you want to make sure that you get those raw edges in there. Y'all, how I forget to top stitch one side. Look at me. Who does that? Only me. All right, but anywho, but I will show y'all the one that actually I did correctly. Not that this one isn't done correctly. I just forgot to top stitch that one side, so it came apart on the zipper, and that's okay. We'll unstitch this part, and then I'll flip it back and go back in, or either I can just top stitch it by hand. What I want to do right here is I'm just pushing this kind of out. And I'm not going to back stitch this like I normally would because it will give me, make it harder for me to get back in. Okay. All right. So you have your bag that's your lining, right? It's top stitched. Remember when you're rolling it down, though, you have to and see when you look in there that when you look inside of here, that edge is finished. You can't even tell it. So you're still just going to go ahead, poke your corners out, and like I said, we already know that I got a top stitch that one piece, but we are functional, right? We're cute. Now, this is our zipper right here. Now, remember we have this wristlet that I blinged out. This is Making with Marilyn's pattern back when we were all blinging and making these wristlets out of nylon or whatever this webbing type deal is. I can't even remember now because I don't know what I did with my key fob pliers, where they are at the moment amongst the thousands of stuff that I have in here. So all I'm going to do is take your end of your zipper that has a hole in it, slide the key ring through, okay? Slide your key ring through, and now this size is probably not ideal, like it's kind of tight. Heather suggests that 14 inches for the wristlet is good enough. Now this is good enough for my, for my wrist, but Heather suggests that 14 inches on your wristlet would be good enough to fit any wrist comfortably. But y'all, look at our bag. Minus me forgetting to top stitch, baby, we did this, okay? We did this, all right? So we have our tags. Let me show y'all the other one that you see in the watch my head that we see in the thumbnail. So this is when this is also another one that is just made out of faux leather that I used. And again, I use fabric and whatever zipper tape that I had around. But as you can see, this one came out amazing. I don't have any issues with this one at all. I rolled it down further enough like I should. So y'all, this is a very easy, beginner friendly project, right? So here it is. We have our two bags. We have one with a yellow zipper, one with a blue zipper. Your wristlet doesn't matter, like whether you make it out of this nylon webbing or whether you take a piece of fabric and make it, or you could even take a piece of denim, like I already have this sewn, and you could put the end of the key fob piece on here. It already has the key ring attached, and then you could just add that. So whatever you want to make your wristlet out of, do that, right? This is your world, your project, whatever makes you happy and floats your boat, okay? Do that. So Heather, I definitely appreciate, thank you, Heather. I definitely appreciate you popping in on the live. And everybody else, I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Miss C. You like that fabric, girl? Thank you, Blue. It's so good. Yes. So thank you, Jesse. Thank y'all, everybody. So I definitely, you're welcome. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you guys taking your time out to hang out with me, because you could have been anywhere else out here in these YouTube streets, but you came to support your girl, hang out with your girl. I appreciate those of y'all that have shown Heather love thus far. Please make sure to like the video, share the video out so that we can help reach a broader audience. And all of y'all that dropped your channels, everybody just make sure that everybody is connected, so we can continue to grow our community. Okay? And y'all already know. Until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Y'all take care. Good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Missy.